south of downtown L.A. as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from SoFi. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. They face second down and 7. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. Brought in by the tight end, Hayden Hurst with the catch. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On play action now, Herbert. Finding the tight end, here's Will Dissly.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Now it's Dobbins. He's to the 10. The speed on display. He's in. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, L.A. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Kelsey. Complete. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Here's 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the left side. Caught by Kelsey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
Mahomes now to throw again. This caught right side by Worthy. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And now it's 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting...
And that ball intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr., just like his daddy did. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's a gain there of 26 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. All resting on the 9. First down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Here comes Worthy to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Derwin James. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Here comes Worthy to return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete.
Hey, whoever you had way out on the right-hand side, he was wide open.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. And anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
In trouble, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
2nd and 7. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line. Throwing is Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete. Justin Reed that time with the tight coverage and the good hands. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on fourth and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little.
And he will score. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's now 14-7. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
It's 4th down. J.K. Scott in punt formation.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. To throw, it's Herbert. He's got his tight end, that's Hurst. Give him 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion.
I like a little bit of this risk-taking. When you found yourself with the lead in the fourth quarter, conservative wisdom says, just punt it away and let your defense win this game for you. But now after going for it on fourth down and extending the drive, they can continue to work this clock. And even if they do have to give the ball back to their opponent, they're going to get the ball back with a lot less time. So I really like that decision.
A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Charger first down. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Dobbins. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Now a 3rd and 2. A run with Dobbins. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. A short game. Down to the 7. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Chargers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. Now, Herbert. Now, a ball thrown deep for Johnston. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. 3rd down coming up. On play action, it's Herbert. He's going to try it here again. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. First and 10 for Mahomes. And it's into the hands of Kelsey. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. Now we're going to get a timeout somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided. They'll come up for first and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. And that final throw here is intercepted. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, LA. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances.